hope you've enjoyed Workbook 1 and have set your personal learning goals. The next stage is for you to make use of the coach on the desktop several times a day. Each time you use it will only take a couple of minutes. I'm about to show you an example of how the tool works. First, go to the Formula 4 Leadership website. On the home page, follow this link to the online resources page. The coach on the desktop is the first option on the list. Follow this link to go to the welcome page, where you need to input the username and password you received in your invitation email and click on Login. You will now see the home page with 4 buttons. This is where you can do things like change your password if you want to. Click the top button and it will take you to the coach on the desktop introduction page. Once you've read the introduction, click the Proceed button. I'm going to talk through an example scenario which was put in by a regional retail manager. One of his shop managers had asked about the company's policy on bereavement leave. One of her people has lost both parents in the space of 1 week. How much bereavement leave is the person entitled to? The regional manager considers the number of people who might be involved in this decision. He types in 2 in the box number of colleagues other than yourself potentially involved in making this decision. His store manager and a representative of HR. He then clicks on Proceed. The first question is this a really important decision? It is an important decision because it handles really sensitive subject matter, so he clicks on Yes. The next question is this a good opportunity to develop your team? The regional manager clicked on No. The next question asks, does this decision need to be made immediately? Clicking on Explain gives an opportunity to double check the meaning. The regional manager clicked on No. The next question asks, do you know enough to handle this on your own? Again, the answer was no. It clearly needed the views of a group of people, so this question was answered yes. The regional manager had never come up against this problem before, so answered no to the question, have you worked successfully on this type of problem before? The next question is, could the team sort it out on their own? And the answer was no. Having answered 7 out of a potential 10 questions on the coach on the desktop, it has arrived at a conclusion. The recommendation in this case was group consultative. I share the problem with colleagues at a group meeting. I obtain their ideas and suggestions, and then I make the decision. The regional manager was satisfied with this outcome and believed it to be the right suggested style for working with his team on this case. There are a number of tabs which give further information for you to use, but one that I encourage you to go to is Rate the Recommended Style. Completing the questions you'll find there may have significant learning for you if a pattern emerges about your likelihood to implement recommendations. I hope you've enjoyed seeing how the coach on the desktop works and that you are now keen to use it to analyse the real decisions you are facing on a day-to-day basis. 2 quick thoughts about ways to get the most out of the coach on the desktop. The sooner you start using it, the better. And try to make decisions as varied as possible, reflecting the issues that you face day to day and not just ones that are particularly important. Finally, if you need a bit of help getting started, take a look at page 8 and see the ways that other people have used it. I hope you've enjoyed seeing how the coach on the desktop works and that you're now keen to use it to analyse the real decisions that you're facing on a day-to-day basis.